I have been talking to the camera for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Hello, everybody. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life. We're going to plant some stuff out today. It is time for me to start prepping for my spring garden. And I got some soil here and a handful of seeds. And we're going to get this thing started. Yay! Spring crop time! Oh, I'm so excited. It's still cold, I know. But you got to think about it. I am in Texas in zone 9A, which means my last frost date is February 28th. And I need to get this stuff started because some of these things take a long time. So let's get it started. I got to get some more energy, huh? Let's get it. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So let's see what we have. I have 9 little pots here that, I want to get out of the, I'm in a glare, huh? I have 9 little pots here that are filled with soil. And I have 3, 6, I got more seeds than I got pots. 9, 12. If I had done 3 more pots, it would be fine. So I'm just going to pick the ones that I want to plant. First of all, the chocolate beauty pepper, definitely, that's one. Poblano, definitely gonna plant that. Where's that Amish paste tomato? Amish paste tomato is lucky number 3. Hey, yeah. Of course, the banana pepper, yes! And I got some tomatoes here. Where's my Ace Boone Coon? You know I plant these jokers. I'm in Texas, right? They put out. This is from last year. I didn't use a whole pack of seeds last year. I ain't even use half. There's a million seeds in here. I don't know. This seed is from 2023, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So these are the large cherry tomatoes. Y'all saw my little my tomato patch that filled my freezer. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So I got cayenne pepper. My cayenne pepper didn't put out enough for me, so I'm gonna do it again. And this time, I'm gonna fertilize the hell. Oh, I shouldn't say that bad word. I'm gonna fertilize it to oblivion and beyond. So how many do I have? I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 so far. I separated them. I put the tomatoes in front and the peppers in back. So I get 3 more. So you know, because my family's Jamaican, I'm going to do my Scotch bonnet. I need some new ones. I have some, I think those are habaneros in the thing. So that's 7. Then, of course, we are going to do some more bell peppers because I can never get enough of those. All right. So I have some other stuff here. I have pink brandywine, Cherokee purple, and black creme de la creme. And then I have the Roma tomatoes. So I planted Cherokee purple last year, but it didn't do too well for me. However, my Romas, the Romas put out. So I'm gonna do my Romas. And I think that's it. This will be on another one. I'll do this on another planting. So this is very easy. I call this bulk planting, and all I do is get some seeds and I put them in the pot. So the first thing we're going to start off with, and I have my markers here too and my grease pencil. This is a lifesaver. It saves you from having to buy these over and over again, unless they deteriorate or melt or get thrown about in my yard. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Get me my tags out. I'm gonna get some tags out, right there. See that? And I got my little pen here. So the first thing we're gonna plant is gonna be my long, thin cayenne. I did get cayenne peppers last year or last spring. It just wasn't enough for me. And this year I'm gonna try to do better. Every year I try to do better than I did the year before. That's how you build on your skills. And you know what my mistake was last year? I didn't fertilize them enough. That was a mistake. Won't happen again. I try to do better every year. Crack the code. Crack the code, because I see other people with their I still got bell peppers out there, by the way. It's still warm here. It's still in the ground. 3 or 4 of them are still alive. But these are not bell peppers. These are cayenne peppers. Very good for you. They are medicinal. Oh, and there's not a lot of seeds in here. They're medicinal properties in cayenne. But I don't want a whole bunch of them because that's a mistake that I have made over and over again. I always assume that I'm not going to get a good germination rate, and then I do. So I have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 seeds in my hand. See that? They start off real little, right? But then they grow into big old plants. So these seeds are not very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some soil around, right? I'm going to scrape it apart. Right? I'm not making a deep hole. I just want to cover the seed. And I'm going to spread them out. I can see them. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Y'all remember that song? All right. And it's still stuck in my head. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. So this is not potting soil, right? You know, I buy the inexpensive stuff. So I'm going to bury these with my finger a little bit so I can't see them. Peppers don't come up quick, but all peppers are not the same. They come up at different times. Bell peppers take about 14 days. Don't give up on them. Just let them sit there. All right. All peppers come up at different times. Last year, I planted all my peppers in one grouping. I didn't even know what was what up until they started fruiting. This year, I'm going to do different. So this is cayenne pepper. Long thin cayenne. So I'm just going to put cayenne on there. That don't look like an A. And I spelled it wrong. Ain't that something? You're supposed to be an educated woman. Okay. Uh-oh. Free your mind and the rest will follow. One down. Cayenne's done. Bring this back so you can see what I'm doing, huh? So, true to form, I take it and I turn it upside down, well away from the water, because you know what I do? I spill stuff. Next one on The Price is Right is my banana pepper. Stop yelling, girl. I get excited, especially when they start coming up. Now, you know, in order to germinate, they don't require lights. I don't have to put it on the grow station until they start coming up. And then I got to get it real close to the light. So I have one shelf over there where the light is closer than all the rest of them. That's the one I'll use initially. And then eventually, as they get bigger, I'll start moving them to slots in there that are further away from the light. If you put them on the one that's furthest away from the light, your plants will be leggy. And leggy means weak. And you don't want that. So put them close to the light, okay? Don't be like me. So I'm moving the soil about. I got my banana peppers. I'm excited about these because this is something I have to buy. And I got 2. Oh, these seeds are pretty big. These are bigger than cayenne. 3, 6, 7, 9. Okay, banana peppers. Close it back up so I don't lose any seed. See the seed? Banana pepper seeds are bigger, which means you could plant them a little bit deeper. Not much though. So I'm put them in one by one. I don't want them on top of each other, even though they're going to be on top of each other anyway. But it'll be easier for me to separate if I kind of space them out. They're not spaced out a lot, but they'll be spaced out enough. I think I got too many seeds. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 seeds. I don't want 10 plants. These seeds look like they're going. I just got these, so these are most likely these will germinate. all of them will germinate, and that's a lot. So I'm gonna put these 2 back. I don't want any more than 8 seeds. I have learned to respect the power of the seed. So these are banana peppers. I didn't cover them up yet, but I will. So quiet. It was the night before Christmas. It's not Christmas yet. I think it's the 20th. I'll get this to you before it's time for you to put your stuff in the ground, especially the people out here in zone 9. We need to get it moving. Because if you don't plant this in Texas, where it don't rain, where I am in Central Texas or West Texas, well, you probably won't get none because it's going to be too hot. So there's the banana peppers right there. Do it right, girl. There's the banana peppers and there's the banana peppers. So we have cayenne and banana peppers planted. Next one is the one I'm most excited about. Hopefully I can get a couple of these, a lot of these, because I want them. They're pretty. I saw it on Harvey Container Gardening. She got one, but shoot. I'm telling you, if I got one pepper the next year, I'd have 1 million of them because I collect those seeds from that one bell pepper because it grew in my yard, in my climate. Where are the seeds? There they are. And most likely it adapted to my climate. And the seeds that come from that bell pepper will do better. Unless, of course, the plant was planted near another bell pepper and it's a hybrid. Then you might not get chocolate beauty bell peppers. You might get weird looking bell peppers, or a bell pepper don't look like a chocolate beauty. So I'll make sure I space these out. There have been reports of people planting their hot peppers near their bell peppers or their sweet peppers, and the sweet peppers got hot. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 seeds in my hand. Let me see how many I can get in here. And I'm just gonna do it one by one. My hand's dirty and sticky. I had an interesting day today. First, I hear all my turkeys going, gobble, 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 gobble. That's what they sound like. They do say gobble, 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 gobble. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I hear the chickens. I go out there and my dog's got a chicken hemmed up. They had feathers in their mouth. They were going to get it. They were going to cull it for me. And my pretty ones too. And you know, hens don't cock-a-doodle-doo. They just, real low. A German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois. One was on each side. When I got out there, Daisy, the Belgian Malinois, had feathers in her mouth. So the chicken was so afraid that it didn't move when I got over there. So I thought it was hurt. There wasn't nothing wrong with her. She was just scared. She was gobble gobble. Not gobble gobble. She was when I picked her up because she was just afraid. Doggone thing could barely run. She was just fight or flight. You ever heard about that? Fight or flight. So, and then there's another one that everybody forget about, which is freeze. Some people and some things freeze when they're scared. There's 3 of them. They say fight or flight. You know, fight, you're going to stand your ground and fight with everybody, or flight, you're going to run away. No, there's freeze too. And freeze happens a lot to people and animals. So let me put this last one over here. I got some big old logs in here. I got to get them out. See that? That happens when you buy the cheap stuff like me. You just have to pick them out and hope that don't infringe. The seed will work its way. If you don't bury the seed too far, seed will find a way to go around it. It's just when it's buried too deep and it has several logs to go. And these are logs, to me, these are logs for the seed. And I'll just take them and put them in the plants behind me and cover these up. Some bags of this soil has more debris in it than others. So that's done. Let me get another tag. Chocolate. What is it? Chocolate Beauty? Yeah. Stop. Drop the tag. I'm just gonna say chocolate. Pepper. Just in case I forget. These seeds, I don't expect this to come out for 2 weeks. By then, I'll have planted other things. This whole table will be full of seeds. So here we are. That's done. So we have cayenne, banana peppers, and chocolate beauty bell peppers planted, or sweet peppers planted. I'm trying to close this thing back up. It won't close. So, all right. On to the next one. Haven't had a lot of luck with this, but I'm gonna do better. I have gotten poblanos, but they were not big. I'm gonna keep trying. I don't give up. I will refuse to give up, because these, what I do is I preserve my like chopped beef, right? I put all kind of stuff in there and just make a and put it and can it. All right. I use tomatoes and all kind of seasoning, and it's real pasty, right? And then I stuff these poblanos with it. I learned that in where was I, Cozumel? So I don't want to buy them because I like the way that tastes. Let me see. So I got 3, 6. I might get one more seed. These seeds look juicy, so they're when they're juicy like this, what I'm looking at, they're good. From what I know of my gardening, I can usually tell if the seed is no good. See that? If they're big and juicy like that, most likely you're gonna get a crop. And I'm planting a lot of them, but it's okay. I think I'm only gonna plant 5 of these. I have 7 seeds in my hand though. Okay, that's 5. I'm gonna do 6 and 7. Okay, and I'm gonna cover them back up. I gotta get these logs up. This is the annoying part about being a cheapskate. I could have sifted it. I ain't sifting it. I ain't doing that. I never do. I still get the seedlings to come up. God gives everybody different gifts, right? I have the gift of growing. Not everything, though. I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. And every year I get better. If you know better, do better, right? Now, what was this? This is chocolate? Yeah, this is, no, it's not the chocolate. What the heck? Did I just plant poblano? Let me not turn it over until I'm done, huh? Throw that over there. And here we go. What else strange happened there? I've been having some episodes and I still got to go out to the country. So the chicken, the chicken was getting harassed outside, darn near cold or eaten. That'd been a bad way to go. I did have a rabbit that they got to. They called that joker. I heard something screaming out there, but I was sitting down watching TV and I was like, oh, you hearing things. Your mind playing tricks on you. No. One of my rabbits got out. Which brings me to the next story. I'm in the kitchen because it's been cold. So I brought the 2 I have left out of the 4 that I had in the house for a little while. Oh, you got to clean them, Joe. You got to clean their cage every day or your house will smell to high heaven, just from experience. And I don't know how people keep rabbits indoors. I don't. But them jokers are back outside. Anyway, I had her outside. I put her outside yesterday and I was like, okay, after she was fighting and squirming and doing everything, I said, "Lo, I'll just wait." Because I was a little irritated and I didn't want to take it out on him because they do not like being handled, right? They're fine if I don't touch them. But if I start moving them around, they get real nasty quick. So I'm in the kitchen and I know my dogs are on this side. I look over. No, they were out with the dogs outside. The big dogs were outside. And I look and I see something hopping around. And I said, well, that is not a dog. That's not Chico. And the other ones are outside. What is that? It was Earth. I got a cage. It looks like furniture, right? He got out of his jail. He decided to go for a stroll. A very dangerous stroll. He was hopping into the kitchen and looked up at me. Like chewing on whatever he was chewing on. And I was like, dude, don't you know these dogs, they don't know the difference between a wild rabbit, which they cull all the time, and a rabbit that comes out of the cage. They're all the same to these dogs. So they, it's kind of confusing to them when I get mad at them for eating one of my rabbits, which they've done already. And he got out, so I know I can't put him, he got through the bars, so I can't put him back in there. So hell, he's outside in the cage right now with her. She's in one cage, he's in another. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work because the other ones were in the cage and the other ones got out. And I just find what was left of them after the dogs finished. Sometimes when you have a bunch of different animals, even if you think that they get along with your animal, they get along with them. Like Daisy goes into the chicken coop with me. She doesn't bother them. But when I turn my back, German Shepherds are sneaking. Apparently, Belgian Malinois are also. If you ain't around, them jokers will tear your stuff up. All right. So this one is Jamaican Scotch bonnet. And I have some of this. Well, I have habaneros in the greenhouse. So I'm going to plant. I need to move these around. I just want to plant about 4 of these. Oh, God. Today, I'm not having that much problems with flies because the flies came in. You have animals, chickens, you're gonna have flies around if it's warm enough, and they're looking for a place to get out of the cold. Apparently about, I don't know, 5 of them got in my house and they were harassing me yesterday on the live, so I put something out for them and I don't see them no more. I do see them. I see them. They'll soon be gone because I put some strike bait out. I put that out with some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and they just go in there. It's like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. They go in there and they just get real. I guess it's messing with their nerves or something. And they start staggering like a drunk, and then they pass out. It's very interesting to me because I don't like flies. And I don't like fungus gnats, and most of all, I don't like mosquitoes. But mosquitoes are very often, they don't come in the house very often. They get you outside. Flies, though, you open that door, they come in. They will come in on you and take over your house and annoy you. Purposely. I'm surprised they ain't bothering me now. It's all right. Probably because that stuff is right there. They soon dead. soon gone. So here we go. Scotch bonnet. Turn it over, girl. Turn it over. Woohoo! All right, we up to we got one more. So I didn't know whether I wanted to plant this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just in case my bell peppers bite the dust in the greenhouse. I do have some heirloom tomatoes here. Pink Brandywine. And what is this one? Cherokee Purple. I ain't getting nothing from Cherokee Purple last time. Okay. Decisions. Next one. Amish paste tomatoes. Stick to the plan. You can plant those later. This is what I am excited about because I have heard, how you hear such great things about things or people. You can't wait to meet them. I can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to meet you. Okay. Get it, get it, get it, get it, girl. These are, I don't know about these seeds. Did they get wet? No. They look like they did, though. And they're funny looking seeds now. I just got these doggone seeds. All right, Baker Creek. Better not. I'll know. These are new. These are new seeds. It says 12/31/26. And here they are. They don't look right to me, but you know. I don't know. I ain't an expert on these paste tomato seeds, so we'll see. Okay. Now I have to get some from over here to cover them up. Oh, the sun is coming out. And oh, what a revelation to see. Someone was saying, I love you to me. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. Enough of that. We're going to get straight. All right. No, 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 no. All right, Amish paste. Look at my fingers. Excuse me. Amish paste tomatoes. I am ecstatic. Oh, did I tell you to finish the story about Earth? He fought me the whole way out. As if to say, get off of me! Don't touch me! He was kicking. Did he scratch me? No, he didn't scratch me. He tried to, though. So we got cayenne, banana peppers, chocolate, poblano, scotch bonnet, and Amish tomatoes. On to more tomatoes. That's weird. I thought I had... Oh. I'll put the sweet potato. Okay. I know why. I know what happened now. Next one is another one that does well for me. I did better than anything else I planted besides the cherry red tomatoes are the best. But Roma is a close second in my garden. Everybody's garden is different. And I need to, before I put these in, well, I always fertilize. Always. These go on the ground though. I don't put them in a pot. And bell peppers, I've been putting them in the ground lately too. They seem to have done better. No, they do better in the pot. Bell peppers do better in the pot. So I'm getting this off. I may have to get up and get some more soil. Unless it has something that passed away over here. I'll look in a minute. So this one is a little bit lacking in soil. And this is our Roma tomatoes, right? Get all the big sticks out. That's not a stick. That is. Yeah, that is. Okay. Put this in my hand. Uh-oh. How old is this one? This one looked like them paste tomatoes. 2025. This is pretty recent. So these, you know, I want a bunch of them. No, these are Roma. I don't want a bunch of these. I want the cherry tomatoes. Okay. Move them around. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm moving around a little bit so they're not too close together. I don't want them right on top of each other. There we are. Okay. So So we got the Roma tomatoes that I have to cover up. And I have some plants here that's doing the poorly. I'm just going to get rid of them. Just a minute. That there, that was a spinach plant that didn't make it. In my house, if you bolt, I ain't gonna keep you. You ain't doing me no good. That doggone thing was bolted. Bolt to death. Trying to hide behind my soursop. I saw you. I see you trying to bolt. Is there another one there? I ripped that one up too. I'm going to see. Not even a healthy plant. It looks all, because it wasn't supposed to have seed yet. It was a baby. Unplanned pregnancy. You too young, girl. You too young. All right, Roma tomato. Right there. On to the next one. See how easy it is to plant seeds? It takes a little while, but it's worth it. Next one is put this right here. Next one we're gonna do is large cherry tomatoes. These are my thing. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. It's your. Okay. I was like, did I use them all? No. Rookie mistake if you use them all. That's what they say. Are you a rookie? Now, y'all know I'm not a rookie, right? If you want to plant 1 million tomatoes, a whole pack of whatever you got, that's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. But you got to remember, these jokers are going to get big, and then you're going to have to find space for them. Everybody loves babies until they got to take care of the baby and change the baby diaper. Then it ain't no fun no more. Ain't no, I done dropped 3 seeds in there. Put the rest of these in here. Every year I overplant these both jokers, but I don't, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Because when everybody else is saying, my tomatoes aren't doing well, I'll be like, shoot, I got so many of these jokers. It don't matter. If one fails, the other one will make it. Fake it till you make it. I got to move these around because they're right on top of each other and they're on the side of the pot. I think plants like it when they close together. I always plant them over there. And a spot. They do well there. And I just put some rabbit manure over there so it's fertilized. Where's that pot? Get all these big sticks out of here. That's not going to do anybody any good. Get them out of there. See that? Throw that right there. And then I just take a handful of soil and I dust it. Make sure I don't put any sticks on there. Just dust it, girl. Get all the big ones out. So that my plants can come through. You don't want too many of them. Too many obstacles. See those? They're too big. Do I see a bug on this thing? Okay, no, it flew off. All right. I'm gonna put some vermiculite on here just to make sure that the fungus gnats aren't in play. Cherry. See what did you do, girl? Cherry tea. Cherry tea is what you're gonna be called. Cherry tomatoes. There we go. All right. Now I have one more pot I have one more pot. Then we'll go get the vermiculite and cover these and button these things down. So, black creme, which I've never heard of. What does it say? Russian heirloom with bold and smoky appearance and flavor. Very juicy, 8 to 12 ounce fruit with a purple red flesh and green shoulders. It's a pretty one. Let me get it closer to you guys so you can see. Isn't that pretty? So that is a contender. Pink brandy wine. Considered one of the best tasting heirloom tomatoes around, these large 6 to 18 ounce pink juicy fruit can be enjoyed fresh or cooked. There we are. And then we have the Cherokee purple, which I planted last year. With outstanding flavor and smooth texture, this 100-year-old heirloom from the Cherokee tribe produces 8 to 12 ounce dark red flesh fruit. So there is a Cherokee purple challenge that they have. So I'm gonna save that for that. I made a mess. Let me get these big old sticks out. So pink brandy wine and black creme. Creme de la creme, huh? I gotta figure out which one I want. Considered one of the best tasting heirloom tomatoes around. These 12 to 16 ounce pink juicy fruit can be enjoyed fresh or cooked. And then the black creme is Russian heirloom with bold smoky appearance and flavor. Very juicy, 8 to 12 ounce fruit with purple reddish fresh flesh and green shoulders. So when you can't decide, right, and you have an extra pot, you plant them both. So these two I'm gonna put for another day. The sweet peppers, Granville sweet peppers, which I have a lot of already in the greenhouse. And then the purple, Cherokee purple, I'll do that during the thing. If I participate in any of these challenges, because it seems like, in my opinion, with my luck, that every time I participate in the challenge, my crops don't do well. And I'm here for the crops. I ain't here for the challenge. The challenge is nice, but that's not what I'm here for. So, gotta say, I teach you to gamble. You ain't gonna get nothing. Nothing, I say, nothing. It's supposed to be growing, not gambling. I know what y'all gonna say. That's not gambling, Jamaica. Okay. Everybody has an opinion, right? So let me see. One. Uh-oh, shoot. I just dropped a whole bunch of seeds in there. Right on top of each other. All right. Oh, God. All right. It's supposed to be relaxing, girl. You ain't supposed to be stressing out. 2. Okay, I got 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 little seedlings in there. And I have brandy wine. It's not called pink brandy wine, but it's brandy wine. I have brandy wine seeds from the Dollar Tree. I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it's the same. I need to get some soil and cover this one up. Light and airy soil. Yay. Okay. Okay, pink brandy wine. When I met you, boy, you are as sweet as cherry pie. I think that's what she said. Doesn't matter. All right. Pink brandy wine is done. We got a bunch done. It's a lot of seeds. We went through a lot of seed packets, I'll tell you that. Got to be careful. I need to put those in plastic bags, but I think I'm out of it. And then this is a black creme. This is from Russia. Can I use this soil? Can she use it? Do I have another plant that's doing poorly in here? This one look like it's doing okay. I only pull them up when they look like this. You know what? I'm not gonna plant the black creme. I'm gonna hold off and plant it with the other one. So let's go and get some vermiculite, and then we'll do a check on, they call it check on learning in the military, but we'll do a overview of what we planted. Doesn't take much, does not. All you have to do is try. Gotta be in it to win it, right? Turn this one around so that y'all can see them. Here we go. It was organized anyway, but it's organized in a different way. Let's get some vermiculite, girl. I'll be right back. I got dirt everywhere. I don't know why. Okay, here's the vermiculite. It slows down the fungus, hopefully. I do not like fungus gnats, and I almost got some. I'm gonna put some mosquito bits in the bottom of the tray. I am trying to cut them off. Before they, cut them off before they start this. Water with it if you see them, just in case there's some in that water. Oh, there was something in the tray already. It gets rid of them. It stops the growth of the larvae. So we're just gonna take some vermiculite and we're gonna cover it. There we go. Just slowly cover them up. And don't be cheap with it either, like I have been. Put enough on there. Now, I've already wet this soil before we planted, so it's already moist. But I'm gonna go in with the sprayer, which is right down there, and spray it again. Okay, the vermiculite is done. Here's my sprayer. Just pump, 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 pump it up. And spray. That's another thing about using the grease pencil. Water doesn't affect it. Rain won't wash it off. It's on there until you rub it off. And I'm making sure this joker is damp. I ain't just gonna try to be cute with the sprayer. Now this is the real deal. You wanna get this joker wet. It's all over the table, everything. This is how it really is. Call me sloppy if you want to. I'll wipe this table down. It already got messy soil all over it, but I'm making sure this vermiculite change color. I don't want it light brown anymore. I want it to look like sand. Okay. And I do that. Some people say don't water your seeds every day. I beg to differ. I at least spray the top every day, minimum. So there's water on the bottom, but let me tell you something. Some people, and I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but seeds do not draw up water from the bottom. Mature plants will do it better. Now, I'm not saying that the soil is not going to wick up some of the water like a sponge, because it will, but it doesn't do it as well as when you have an established seedling or plant or tree. So you still need to water from the top. That's why a lot of people's seedlings are passing away, because they don't put enough water to keep the seeds moist. You see how I only put the seed about 1/8 of an inch down into the soil? You gotta water it from the top. You got to. You don't want it sopping wet, but you need to make sure that you water it, and especially when it's just being planted, because the seed has to be moist in order for it to germinate. And once it germinates and it's a little itty bitty seedling, it needs to stay moist, which means you're going to have to water it almost every day. I'm not saying pour a bucket of water on it. Get one of these. Get one of these mustard bottles or ketchup bottles. And you see what I'm doing? I do that almost every day. I keep these jokers wet. Not sopping wet, but I want the seed or the seedling, the baby seedling, the one that look like baby hair. Don't let that joker dry out. It'll turn into nothing. I'm speaking from experience. You want to keep it moist. Now that thing is good, but I mean, that's just going to keep the top part wet. It doesn't get down 1/4 of an inch, but this mustard or ketchup bottle definitely does. I was just making sure that I didn't move my vermiculite around a lot. And once it's wet or moist enough, then you can start doing that. But I use this more. Unless my seeds are right on top, which is very rarely. I do that with mustard seeds, callaloo seeds. It's a couple of seeds, celery seeds, and they're very, very fine and very small. Then I use this and I use that. But I mostly use that for the soil seeds that are directly on top of the soil. So what do we plant? We planted Roma tomatoes. We planted cherry tomatoes. We planted pink brandywine. We planted Amish paste, Scotch bonnet peppers, poblano peppers, cayenne peppers, banana peppers, and chocolate beauty peppers. And here they are. Pink brandywine, large red cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, Amish paste tomatoes, Jamaican Scotch bonnet. Say it right, girl. Get your words straight. Poblano peppers, chocolate beauty peppers, banana peppers, and cayenne peppers. All from different places. I am not a seed snob. If I see a seed that I want, like this one, cayenne pepper, I'm going to get it. And I don't care if it's heirloom or not. Some of them are heirloom, some of them aren't. Who's to say it'll be an heirloom after I plant them anyway, because they might cross-pollinate. You never know. You never know. So I'm happy that I got everything done in a timely manner, because if you wait and you don't get your stuff planted in time, in December in zone 9A area, shoot, even 8B, you don't get it planted. I said 8 weeks, sometimes it's 10 weeks, depending. These doggone peppers take forever to come up. They take 2 weeks just to show up, pop up out of the soil. Sometimes it's less. But do you want to take that chance? No, Jamaica doesn't. Still got a couple of things. We got a lot of things to plant, but I got this done, and these were the ones that take the longest, in my opinion. tomatoes, and peppers. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. Go ahead and plant for your spring crop before or in January and enjoy yourself. Now, I know some people in Canada ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm talking about people near Zone 9 area. Everybody's different. And it's very hard to think about spring garden when you start trying to just worry about if you're gonna stay warm through the winter. But we have to plan for the future. You always do. That's part of life. Always have to plan. Always have to plan. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody, but if I'm here tomorrow, I'll have some tomatoes and some peppers. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. I thank you all for being with me. And this was the planting of my peppers and my tomatoes. Happy gardening, y'all. Bye.